Welcome back to Genfanad. It is time to start the last quest that we can start here. We have a lot of quests in progress that we will get back to when we can. We can't start this one, but we should be able to start this one. Tears of an Incarnation. Talking to Iod of the Frost, up here on this mountain. Can we approach this glacier entrance? Couldn't tell from further back, but as you approach the entrance, see that it's encased in ice unlike any you've ever seen. Clear as glass, but colder than cold. Standing near it seems to suck the warmth right out of you. A voice from behind you speaks. I wouldn't touch that if I were you. So we got a magical frozen cave here, and a person staying outside it. Why shouldn't I touch the ice? The woman chuckles. Because I can't be certain it wouldn't freeze you solid. They went in, they're fine. But yeah. Those are snowbird tears blocking the entrances. Or just the one entrance. I'm the foremost expert on cold magic, and even I can't say what would happen. Probably nothing good. But what are snowbird tears? Snowbird tears come from the snowbird, one of 3 elemental incarnates. The snowbird's arrival here is said to be the reason for all this snow, though that was some time ago, of course, further back than any can remember. Snowbird's tears won't melt like regular ice. Believe me, I've tried. So that is blocking the entrance. Very, very strong ice. And you're an expert on cold magic. Yes, I teach the magic school just north of here. I have heard of a magic school nearby. I have heard of that. Yeah. You should stop by for a class sometime. People say I'm warmer than my name implies. And what are the elemental incarnates? The 3 creatures embodying each of the major elemental magics. It's said that in combat, each of them has an advantage against one of the other 3, and a weakness against the 3rd. Makes sense. As a result, the incarnates have been locked in a battle for dominance as old as time itself. Very cool. So, what are you doing here? I'm trying to enter the cavern, much like you, I imagine. As an aficionado of cold magic, the snowbird is of great interest to me, and I should very much like to study it. Do you have a plan to get inside? Or are you just waiting around until someone offers help? You got a plan? In fact, I do. I've devised a recipe for a potion that I believe will melt the snowbird's tears, but its ingredients are a bit difficult to procure. I could use a hand if you're offering. What's in it for me? Obviously being able to go inside the cavern, but anything else? Entry into Snowbird's sanctum, I suppose, assuming that's something you're after. I'm sure there's no shortage of things down there an adventurer might find interesting. So what do you say? What is it you need? I pulls out a scroll and begins to read. 2 parts fire to overcome, for a dash of yielding electricity, a measure of high quality silver, a card of elemental magic to quicken the suspension, and a bottle made of reinforced glass. The potion will be volatile. Anything else? Yes, and a tomato. Where can I find these ingredients? 2 parts fire. Where do I find whatever that is? Flame distillate is an uncommon alchemical ingredient, one of little value to those who don't know how to use it. Even so, I haven't been able to locate any even with my magic school connections. I suggest looking for a traveling salesperson or a vagabond of some sort, someone in possession of ingredients not often found in these parts. A dash of electricity. That's supposed to be funny. Add smirks. Only a little. In any case, you're in luck. actually have a little shock distillate on hand. She holds up her satchel to your ear. Against the mountain wind, you can hear a quiet buzzing coming from within. So you've only got 5 things to find, not 6. Gee, thanks. So we need 2 parts fire from a traveling merchant of some description. That could be anywhere. High quality silver. Does it really have to be high quality silver? Would you accept a low or medium quality potion? We've only got 1 shot at this, unless you're willing to gather everything twice. Yeah, let's not do that. You can maybe the bar or the ore, it doesn't matter which, as long as it's high quality. I think the ore can be mined in the heart of the dark forest, but don't quote me on that. Alright, high quality silver. It can be ore. We'll just go with that. Sounds easier. So we don't need to try to roll the dice on making it into a high quality bar. But so far, making high quality bars is fairly common with high quality ore. If we don't need to worry about that step, let's not. A card of elemental magic. What about the magic card? If you come across the element card in your travels already, they're dropped by certain foes, closest being baby ice elementals. There's some just over that ridge there. But if you slay them all and still don't find a card, you'll find more all over the mountain. Otherwise, I believe the female rangers of Coston Ridge are known to carry them. So we need a card of elemental magic. Presumably from the baby ice elementals. We can see them right here. What level are they? 15. It's a little high. And a bottle made of reinforced glass. Where do I find a vial like that? You'll be pleased to hear the glass vials aren't too hard to come by, although I admit I'm fresh out at the moment. One of the witches or wizards nearby should have one. The magic school is close, you shouldn't have trouble finding someone willing to share. Alright. So a reinforced glass from a witch or wizard. And lastly, a tomato. Why do you need a tomato? Is that really part of the recipe? I looks you dead in the eye. Potion making is hard work. Tomatoes help me think. There should be some growing in the wild south of Scent. Alright. Tomato. And that should be good. Okay. So we've got our list of things. Tomato on the list here. 15. Botany. What's our botany level? 12. Okay. So we can't get a tomato in picking it terms. That's okay. Oh, got more of these guys showing up. Okay. So the element cards for level 15, and we are still level 10. So I think we would want to train a little bit before we do that. Reinforced glass. We need to go find a witch. Flame distillate is the 2 parts of fire from a traveling merchant. High quality silver ore. We could either buy from another player or go mine ourselves. Our mining is at 17, and silver is at 20, so we can just get that level too. And then the tomato, which has to be normal quality, that is 15. Or they can also just be bought from a store. That should be fine. But getting botany level up too would also not be a bad idea. So a bit of mining, a bit of combat, maybe some botany. I mean, there's also other quests that require more botany. So just training botany would be a good idea all around. But we should be able to get a few of these things here. Let's start by getting off this mountain. That's going to be helpful. There's somebody fighting. There's element cards right there on the ground. Well, we can just yoink them. Oh, we're walking a long way around. We're gonna get attacked by wolves. Ah! Alright. This is slightly dangerous at our level. Little 15s and 17s. With a little bit of having armor and food, we're actually pretty much fine. That's good. No place for trying to mess around. I do want to try and get this stuff myself too. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm okay. We need to train combat for more stuff too anyways, so this is all fine. I can pass more of the elementals here. We could theoretically fight them, but since we don't have the stats for the other bits anyways, it's not too important. Let's first get our way back to town here. Check in on the bank. Because we're going to start getting various extra bits here. It's probably worthwhile to make sure we have bank space for everything. I think we're actually probably fine. Well, let's see what we got. Bank. Yeah, we got some space. Yeah, a little bit of ore, a little bit of iron bars. With all the new tin and copper spots, I think I might want to make just more bronze. And also we have the achievements about crafting high quality bronze chain and short sword. And also a high quality bronze chain and high quality bronze short sword would actually be helpful, since we need those things again. So we check the bank here. We have a high quality bronze longsword and regular quality mace and warhammer. So a high quality bronze short sword would actually be pretty nice. So I think we would need to get a lot of tin and copper for that, since we only have the normal quality bronze bars left from the previous expeditions in that regard. Okay. So what we need is the things we can actually get right now. The stuff from the traveling merchants and the witch. We've run into such people before. Or also they probably just added with the quest, so somewhere in the world. Let's see if we've talked to these people before. There is some dew. I do enjoy that. What it is? What are we looking at here? The game's not massively large or anything, but trying to find a singular person somewhere in the world is still definitely an undertaking, that's for sure. And did not get any hints about the locations, so would be just wandering around the entire world. It's supposed to be useful to keep tabs on every single NPC, See if anybody is new. Because that's usually a good way to find new quest stuff. If a new person exists, they are likely going to be helpful. What do we need here? Near the Dark Forest. Okay. So we're heading towards the Dark Forest. Still got our food, so we're good on that front. Let's wander around this way. Out here there is some thugs and bandits and stuff. I'm not gonna try to get too close to anything. Don't really need that. Baby mosquitoes. Makes a tiny splat. And those are still pretty large. Would not want to get mixed up with those. And some squirrels. Looking for nuts. There's definitely more variety of enemies. Especially at lower levels. Hi, squirrel. Oh, that one just disappeared. Sure. What does a squirrel drop? So what is our combat stats here? Strength right now? Yeah, I could go for some strength with speed. Now that strength is presumably more useful. That's gonna give less experience though. Just drop some bones. There's no squirrel meat or anything. Or squirrel hide. There's a bandit there. Not gonna tempt fate with that. So we can find this magic school or anything. Bunch of bandits here. Not ideal. Here's another area we were doing a quest in. Some barbarians. I think this is the magic school. This is a trash guy. The actual magic school might not actually be on the map yet. I have heard of it though. Let's keep heading up this way. Trying to avoid enemies as much as possible. There's just barbarians over here. Not generally what I'm looking for right now. There is a ardent bloom. Gentle slopes residence. And we do have enough that we can buy the wonder locator thing. Somebody's over here fighting the green slimes level 25. There's an ardent bloom right there, but that's awfully close to them. And it's even on that side of the tree. That's not ideal. They got full iron. We could definitely do some more combat here at some point. Definitely something to do at some point. There's a road sign. Nowhere near a road and near the edge of the world. And it's going to be just as helpful there as it is anywhere else. Which is completely not helpful. Well, that's alright. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with a level 25 green slime right now. Seems like a poor choice, all things considered. So we're just going to not do that. We got some level 25 hogs. It's also a little strong. There we go. Plenty of enemies. Here's a witch dropout. Yeah, we saw these witches before. That is what we're looking for. There's a wonder bloom. Wonderful. I could be tracking exactly how much do each of these different ones give. But it doesn't matter a huge amount since we can see them on the map and some of them are limited, some of them aren't. Oh, this is fine. Hello, witch dropout. Would you like to buy a potion? I make them myself. Sure. Are you a witch from that magic school I've heard about? Well, I went there, but I wouldn't call myself a graduate. You know what? I'm actually pretty full from dinner. Hi there. You look like you might be able to have... What do you need? Well, I'm gathering ingredients for a What's the potion? It's a potion to melt snowbirds' tears. Apparently I need a vial of reinforced glass, yeah. Take this one. Magic is stupid. Never going back to school anyway. Thank you. There we go. Reinforced glass vial. Sturdier than your average vial. Really. That is one thing off the list. Just 4 to go. Some of which we can't actually get, but not gonna worry about it right now. I'm literally worrying about it right now. Also, not going near these snakes. It's not ideal. Okay. So next up, we need to get to some kind of traveling merchant to get the 2 parts fire. Flame distillate. We can go through this gate. That's good. And it looks like we need to pay for this. So we're gonna need to get some coins. We're at the Dark Forest. Probably could have looked that up before we came all the way over here. Well, let us head to Zamock, I guess. There's some ores. Doing a quest here still, too. That needed, like, 18 botany or something. Alright, before we... As we go to the bank to get some coins, we should probably make sure we have the other things we need. We can buy / get a tomato later. We can get an element card from a drop. We can mine the silver eventually. So I think that's pretty much all we're gonna need here. Lots of times we don't find much use for carrying coins around on our adventures. Not really a huge amount of things we want to buy, and anything that we do want to buy, it's in the towns, many of which also just have banks in general, so. Some monstrous spiders, not great. So we do enjoy that. Alright, let's just get up to town here. We got like fences and such in the way this way. Oh, we're pretty nearby. And we can grab some more dew on the way here. So we should probably put the glass vial in the bank. I think quest items are saved on death, but no reason to chance that system. When we know we'll keep our equipment and lose the food. There really is a small window of food being helpful. If the enemies are too strong, you just die immediately, and the food doesn't help at all. Well, that's okay. It's the thought that counts, I suppose. We're going into the Dark Forest a bit, which is always a thing. Our previous adventures in the Dark Forest went about as well as you could hope, honestly. So I think we should be fine for this. They also said the silver could be in the forest, but I think there's also other places you can mine it. Definitely going to be more dangerous. Let's say higher level resource and all that. Well, more dangerous or just further away from things. Either way. Let's get our coins here and put away this vial. There's my mining. Yeah, that's the good spot right there. Put away the vial. Got some coins. We got a decent stack of coins here. That's doing fine. I can work with that. The question with the mining is going to be how much copper we want to get, copper and tin, to try to have a decent chance of making the 2 high quality things for the achievement. Because as we saw when we were trying to make the helmet, there's definitely a lot of opportunities for failure in making high quality stuff. And then again, our foraging is going up decently here, so maybe we would have better luck with the lower level items that we'd be making. Probably gonna... It's also just very decent total experience in all regards, making bronze stuff instead of iron. Since it's so much easier to mine the ores, there's actually multiple places you can mine copper and tin now. Instead of just, like, the singular iron rock that's worth using. Definitely more space for quest rewards and all that. And we haven't completed all the quests anyway, so... It's gonna be a work in progress here. There's rewards from all of these that we haven't gotten yet. And even if it's just a bit of experience, that's still pretty good. With XP rates as they are, getting more is definitely a positive. And the quests are a bit more interesting than just grinding away. A worthwhile adventure, for sure. Okay. Into the Dark Forest. Very spooky. Okay. Kind of over northwest-ish. Interesting. See if there's a separate entrance here. Because this one's further this way. See if we can scope out where this person is in here. Here's the guy we need to talk to for that. There's the Dark Forest. Don't think there's separate entrances here. So we might need to go around quite a bit. Squeeze the side floor crack. And the floor leaves below. You should squeeze through if you really tried. Ooh. Well, that is mysterious. I'll throw myself in with reckless abandon. Oh, look, there's a bear in here. Yep. No reason to be in here. Also, man, that's looking funky over there. Let's leave. I think that's the person we're looking for. And that doesn't seem to connect to this side of the Dark Forest at all. So I think we need to go... It's like right next to the witches? Okay. So we need to go around this fence still. There's just a secret bear down there. Wild. Seems to be a lot of bear dens strewn about. Not a place I want to be. Not yet, at least. At least it wasn't standing at the bottom of the ladder. That would have been disastrous. Okay. We got a bit of a fence here, but it doesn't go around the entire Dark Forest. I mean, if we're just on this side, is it still the Dark Forest? It's connected to the Dark Forest. A bottle torch. Full of burning oil for a torch. Brilliant. Rupee fortune teller. Ooh, fancy. They got a table with red cloth covering. The eye pattern makes it feel like the table is watching you. Spooky. They got a skull candle. Recycling, indeed. An ominous tome. Mysticism for dummies. Foreboding, in a different way, maybe. Some melting candles. Is it waxing or waning? Got a whole thing going on here. Hanging beads to ward off bad vibes. Always a good time. A rug to lie on the floor. Talk about feelings. Can't go inside there. It's unfortunate. And rupee. A little old woman who sees you for what you are. And what am I? Pardon me. Yes? You wouldn't know where I could find something called flame distillate, would you? The woman's eyes widen. What makes you think I'd have something like that? I don't know. You don't look like you're from around here? I didn't mean anything by it. I just need it for a quest. Her shocked expression fades to a grin. Well, I suppose we're all on a quest of one kind or another. True. In fact, a quest of my own is what brought me here. And what quest is that? The woman laughs. Why? Coin, of course. Can't get by without it, I'm afraid. Heaven knows I've tried. The woman claps her hands together. So, you need flame distillate. Can I ask what for? I need it for a potion to melt snowbirds' tears. They're blocking the entrance to a dungeon. Ah, yes. And where would an adventurer be without dungeons? Well, traveler, it just so happens that I do have flame distillate on hand, and just the right quantity you'll need for your potion. How do the elemental incarnates dwell in more places than just Snowbird's roost? Her eyes seem to twinkle. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Pay for a reading, and I'll give you the distillate. It's worth more than I charge, but I'm a sucker for a worthy cause. You'd be my very first customer in this place. Only 10 coins for a reading. What do you say? Sure. Why not? One smiles warmly. Excellent. Then let's begin. She produces a deck of narrow cards and begins to shuffle. As she moves the cards around the table, their glossy coating gleams in the candlelight. She's doing very good with this mysticism for dummies. Doing a great job. Very mystical. Very cool. A new season is upon us. Depending on where you hail from, you may experience a lengthening or shortening of days and a change of atmosphere. This is a time of transition for many. What does it have in store for you, I wonder? When she's finished shuffling, the woman draws 5 cards, places them face down in front of you. Go ahead, pick one. Oh boy, we get to choose the card. 5. The woman flips a card, revealing an image with a pink and sky blue border. In the image, a bundle of crops, wrapped in light, reaches up to the sky. Your ground is fertile green, the sky midday. You've drawn the harvest. This can mean plenty. Ah, plenty. Plenty of meanings, plenty in store. You'd have a bounty to be reaped, it seems. I do hope it's a good one. Then folds her hands in front of her. Well, there you have it. I can give you the distillate now. Unless you'd like to draw another. Yeah, let's draw another card. Tempt fate, and all that. Excellent. I'll be here when you have the coin. Ah, you're gonna have to... What? I can just give you the distillate now, and draw another. I'll take the distillate since I would be charged for another reading. I guess makes sense. As you wish. Rose-Tinted reaches into a rucksack, pulls out 2 red stones, hands them over. Till next time, traveler, where you find what else you're looking for. 2 parts flame distillate. 2 chunks of mysterious rock. They're warm to the touch. It's 2 parts as 1 item. Brilliant. So that is that part. Okay. also need high quality silver ore for a different quest. That's going to be very worth working towards. And 15 botany for a different quest. These are all working together very nicely here. Okay. So we want to go back to Zamock to mine. We need to figure out where we can get some silver. We can find some silver ore from a silver rock, obviously. There's some in Coston, and there's some in the Dark Forest. So, I mean, we could go through the Dark Forest. I feel like it might actually be more dangerous than just going to Coston. I mean, I guess it depends what part of Coston. I'll see how it feels to mine over here at this mine. If the moving around is too slow, it'd probably be worth trying to get the spot up at Zamock. And there's 2 worlds, so in theory, could possibly find a spot. Not too worried about it either way. There's a giant rock at the end of the road here. And there's some tomatoes here, so apparently we're not a fan of tomatoes. Fascinating. I'm okay with some tomatoes. And more dew. Delightful. Okay. I think we went to the Dark Forest mine before. It was way at the end, past the Satyr village. I mean, the end. There's a lot of ends to the Dark Forest. There's the portal to the Fey realms. There's a whole maze up in the northern section that we haven't went to. A lot of enemies there, though. And the other silver over near in Coston. That's got some. I think it has like a lot of bats nearby, which is obviously not great. And then another mine next to the mushrooms. It's not too helpful either. Might be better off going for the Dark Forest mine, honestly. And neither of these are anywhere near a bank. So I think you would definitely want to only bring back high quality. Actually, the one in the Dark Forest, you could probably get away with going to the bank in the Fey realm. That'd probably be a good plan. Only need to go past a few enemies there. Yeah, that's definitely the better silver bank. Silver spot. Let us bank some stuff here. We also need to remember that this is also going to take up space. All of our equipment. Yeah, we're not doing super hot on that. I think we're going to get rid of this 1 pixie dust. Don't really need that. And this is for a quest. We got a single low quality iron ore. We're not going to be mining iron, we can just get rid of that for right now. Anything else in here we don't really need? I think we're good. We get rid of some of these parts. That's a good start for now. We got these bowls, probably don't need those. Empty jugs. Different bows. I think we're okay for now. So we have the iron pickaxe. We also have the bronze pickaxe. Can't use the iron pickaxe yet. That will be at level 20. So for now we're going to have to go with the bronze. See if there's any of these are general stores here. can sell some stuff too. $7 coins for the pixie dust. Not bad. And I'll sell this low quality ore. We got a bunch of low quality short swords, unstrung pine short bows, unstrung long bows, high quality white marbles, green slime, pine logs, unstrung pine long bows. Somebody's doing some whittling. Brilliant. Alright, so we got our pickaxe in hand. Let's go mining. And deposit all the coins. The change is to make low and high quality stuff. And also regular quality stuff. All in the same bank slot. Definitely going to help us here. Although it might make withdrawing everything, we actually go to smelt stuff and make stuff a little more awkward. Just a couple more clicks. So here, it's definitely still faster to go between the ores. It's one space each time. It's okay. Obviously, not having to walk at all would probably be faster. This is still good. Get a mixture of both ores here. That should be nice. I just don't feel like, especially with all the extra walking and potential for more competition, I don't think the iron is really a viable strategy right now. This is probably just better. So we want to get this up to level 20. Check levels here. We're currently level 17. And as we know, levels go up substantially in experience. We need 3,500 just to get to 18. That's only a small slice of experience here. Alright, level 20 is total experience 77,000. Okay. That's all the copper and tin. And the other qualities. Good, good, good. Alright, 77,000 experience in mining. We're currently at 48,000. So that is just about, not quite 30,000, like 29,000. Also minus it for the hundreds. 29,000 experience. And I believe this is 10 experience at a time. So that'd be 2,900 ores. That's gonna be plenty. Yeah, 10 experience, 10 experience, 10 experience, 10 experience. Okay. It's definitely fast though. But 2,900 ores. So ultimately that's gonna end up being half that much bars. Like 1,450 bronze bars. I think we already have like another 500 in the bank. Of course the high quality ones are the ones we really want to see. But most of the experience for the forging is in the actual making the ores into bars. After that, it's a lot of work for not very much. There's also the opportunity to not just keep making shields, since those give so much less experience per bar. but they're just so much easier to make. Honestly, with the amount of hassle it takes to make anything besides shields, switching between all the different things, making sure you have enough of each component, and then parts break and it's all a giant mess, honestly feels like it's mostly not worth it. Especially when you'd probably just get more experience to just go mine a bunch more stuff and turn it into the bars, since that's the bulk of everything here. Okay. So that is basically what we're doing here. We're going to need to do some training. Any other mining quests we have here? Not particularly. Yeah, I think just getting 20 mining would be a good place to go. That's going to probably take a little bit, though. If we... Well, if we need 2,900 ores... Do we have 30 inventory spaces? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Yep. So basically is 100 trips to the mine. That's something. But I guess that also means we are 2% of the way done already. So that's nice. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of mining. See what I can get going there. But yeah, that'll set us on a good trajectory. Be able to get silver, and then also probably do stuff with the silver, jewelry and all that. Could be a very good thing to have. So we will mine to our heart's content next time. Goodbye.